Now I've brought something fancy from the front door. I had never had an apple, so I figured I could give it a bite. Or maybe let's go see it. It's over there. In this box we have my very first Apple product. There's never been a rainbow apple in this house. Macintosh Performa 400 from 1990s. And really nice condition actually for its age. And inside here is the monitor. Brought it here so I feel it's so small, this old Mac. Even with the monitor, it feels so little. So, let us try as this Mac box. Alright, exciting smoke test. Alright, screen is alive. There is a picture. Definitely something works here. Welcome, wishes Macintosh. I'll be damned. It's actually working. I have like no idea how Macs are supposed to work, and I'd need a mouse pad over here. Ball mouse. Haven't been using these since a couple of weeks ago. Okay, I can change the language. So maybe let's have it in English. Well, freehand sounds like drawing. This black and white. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, I just lost it. I have no idea how to use Mac. Okay, I can. Seems like I can do something here. Yay, laser rider. Oh, this is a shape. There is no button for delete. What? Escape is over there. Oh dear. I don't even know how I did. If I press ESC. Okay, ESC goes as delete. Wow. So here I have pretty generic 3 and 6 volt battery, lithium battery for a replacement on this device down there. I have to say I'm positively surprised by design in this computer package, because actually this is definitely the most easy computer to open I have ever owned. So I only need to. Here you can see these two snaps, and in order to open this case I just need to lift up here, and basically the whole lid goes up. There is just the Metal casings, actually pretty neat design, even though this is supposedly cost-reduced version. And here we are straight inside the Apple. So I guess here are the memory chips. I'm not perfectly certain what is this exactly. It was some Apple thing, some fan, little speaker, actually nice speaker from 92, apparently the speaker, although some chips here, Apple chips, Apple Samsung from 1983. As again, I'm not very familiar with Apple design, so here is an expansion board. I think you could actually add something like this Apple II emulator card, which are extremely rare nowadays. Here we have the SCSI drive, and as you can see, the ribbon cable is very thick. And the main thing why we are opening this now is over here. It's the battery. This has not leaked or anything. All around it seems very neat here. There is a little bit of dust, of course, but nothing too bad. And the floppy drive is here, and here is the power source. Overall, it's very neat packaging, and if you have ever checked out with Macintosh Classics, this is like marvelously easy to open and maintain, except of course nothing can fit in here. But yeah, we came for the battery over here, and this is not as easy. You cannot just take it off like this, but it's attached from the sides. However, it's not very hard to take it off if you know how. You can just some long and thin thing like this. Oops, just was saying that it's very easy, and then I've screwed it up completely. But anyway, it comes off like this, no problem. Just need to go inside here and flop and flop, and then this dead battery will come off. Also, I'm not sure if it shows on the camera, but there is also very visible markings for in which way this battery is expected to go. It just goes in, rolling there like that, and after that we can just snap this back on spot like that. In fact, I can just toss in a paper card from the packaging like this inside the case. So
of course, an old computer is useless without software. To do the trick, I'll use Basilisk 2 Mac emulator on my Linux workhorse, attach an external floppy drive, and create a functional installation disk with this combination. After that, it's a child's play as long as I have working empty floppies. You can find applications from internet, but getting them to the Mac is not exactly a trivial task without any original floppies or transferable SCSI drive. Another issue is that almost everything for old Macs are nowadays packed up with StuffIt expander, and here I now have this StuffIt expander installer. I think I'll install it on this computer if I just can do it. Yes, it looks very possible.
I shall overcome.
This is not supposed to be that serious, so shall we go on a ride?
And the application doesn't work if it's uncompressed with a non-Mac OS system.
These are not working as expected.
It's possible to transfer StuffIt packages to Mac and unpack them there.
This one works. I wonder if it's the disk that doesn't work. I may need to try this again. Either the floppies are not working very well, or then the packages are incompatible. I need to explore it a bit. Let us try again. I just copied a couple things on the floppies, happy floppies, and now I might be able to do a bit more.
But I can't just copy the StuffIt installer itself like that. And the image thing is actually the funny thing. I don't need only one image mounter, but I need like two. This mount image I have here already, but I also need this desktop. Hey, you must be kidding. You must set the screen to 2 colors. First problem is Mac's proprietary file system HFS. Almost started. Which has limitations on non-Apple OS. Mac can read data files from other formats too, but one does not simply transfer functional Mac application without some dedicated software for that. Now I can try some games. People sometimes ask why not to use an emulator if wanting to play old games. However, it is just not the same feeling, and that's hard to explain. I could compare it with driving cars. One can get from point A to point B with any vehicle. And apparently there is a copy protection and I should check the files. Encourage finehood. But a genuinely old car makes it a way different experience than a modern car. Similarly, it's the love to the machine itself while setting up an old computer in the use. Welcome to a nightmare come true. Feels like a chronic hangover after a week in Vegas. Later on I might get an SCSI to SD adapter, but for time being this will do. You can't remember! No memory whatsoever, and this is the thing is in so many places. Typically, when people want an old Macintosh computer, they look for a Birdhouse Macintosh Classic. However, for few reasons I'd recommend an LC or Performa type of a Mac instead. First of all, these are essentially the last Mac models which still support classic Mac OS 6, thus retaining compatibility for largely all applications from 1980s to early 1990s. Okay. You hit yourself right between the eyes. This unit has a System 7 on a hard drive, but System 6 can be booted by a floppy. At least I can go for Captain Magneto. Also for that stuff there will be no issues with the system performance. It's friendly. I have my first friend. Right now I have a mess. Okay, this one is hostile. It will kill me. Oh, seriously injured. I cannot do anything. This is quite tough. Secondly, if it is required some tricks to get some data transferred on this, mind you, it is considerably more restricted on classic Macs. Yeah, as a kid I could imagine this would have been fun. Which don't even support HD floppies. Congratulations, you have reached the Villanet Valley. That's it? You did not make it to the list of legends. Better luck next time. Okay, I guess this doctor was very easy level 10. And I have a surprise on my sleeve. I have original game of Shogun. This includes packaging instructions manual, map, some advertisements, the Soul of Samurai. I think there is a nice sword inside. Some letters. New games, advertisements, leather goddesses of Phobos and Zor quest and other stuff. Order from Infocom. Apple Macintosh, I have a smile, might be the place it's bought from. This reference card, and then last but not least the Shogun disc itself on a DD floppy 800K. And on this floppy I have it as a copy. Third point goes perfectly subjective, and I'm sure many will disagree, but I simply find them Bird Box Max ugly. Again a bit slow to start. On the other hand, those bird boxes are also harder to repair when broken. Stupid. And finally, Bird Box Max are just often asked for silly price levels of even hundreds of euros, while these you can knock off with a 2-digit price, no problem. I have achieved the rank of Barbarian, died in 50 turns. At least I managed to do something. So after a long battle, I managed to get zip files getting unzipped. I needed to install new version of Stuffit Expander and drop stuff with Stuffit engine. Then it was able to unzip zip files. And after this I should be able to unzip colony. Okay, you know what, I will just give up for now. Too bad we are not going to see the colony. Mounting Dark Hustle with this different mounting application makes it work. Controls are not extremely convenient. I have a strong feeling that this has been successful back in the day in classic Mac, mainly because there has been not so many games available in the first place. And that was with beginner. Maybe it's just that I'm not a good Mac player. In any case, this investigation has to come to an end. Thank you for watching and hope you have enjoyed.